Hi, everyone. This week, we are going to be exploring the different parts of a video camera and their functions, and some other essential equipment that will help you make a great video. Now, when I talk about video camera, I'm talking about an actual video camera, not just the function of a cell phone. But it's perfectly appropriate to use a cell phone to capture video as well. But when you're creating a more professional video, you want to have a dedicated standalone video camera because there are more functions and capabilities, and the quality will generally be better than what you would get on a cell phone. Okay, let's take a look here at some of the options that you will see. I'm going to turn the pointer on. Okay, the first thing right here is the lens, and that's in the front of the camera. And I'm actually going to skip ahead to the next slide. Here we go. The lens is right in the front of the camera. And the lens, just like every other lens, allows light in, captures images, and on today's video cameras, will convert the images into digital format. Okay, so the lens is very important because basically it allows you to capture video. You'll also find generally an LCD screen on most video cameras, and usually it's kind of like a door. You pull it open and you could tilt and adjust the LCD screen. Many of them are touch screen, so you could just tap on the options right on the screen and it will allow you to use the different capabilities of the camera. LCD screens are great because they allow you to see what's going on as you are recording your video. However, the bad thing with LCD screens is if you're using them in the bright sunlight, you really don't get a good look at what's on your screen. So they're not really good to use in bright sunlight. It's better if you use the viewfinder. And back on this slide, we have an example of the viewfinder. Okay, now the viewfinder is a little window that allows you, the user, to look into the lens and see what is being videotaped or recorded. Now, the viewfinder, while it's a smaller image, does present some advantages because, again, when you're out in the bright sunlight, your LCD screen isn't really going to work that well. So your viewfinder definitely comes in handy. Also, sometimes the LCD screen is a little bit off. You don't always capture what you see. You're not always capturing on video what you're seeing on the LCD screen. But if you look through the viewfinder, everything that you see in the viewfinder is going to be captured on your video. Okay, let's go back over to this slide. All video cameras come with a built-in microphone, and some of them are better than others. The ones that we have at school are not the greatest microphones. The quality is okay, but I find that we have to speak really loud when we are videotaping something. Otherwise, the volume will be way too low. Now, there are options. You can connect additional microphones. So you could buy a separate microphone for your video camera that will pick up your audio and it will sound a lot better. And what you do is you look for a part of the video camera, generally on the top. It's called a shoe. Now, the shoe is found in this compartment here. It will be underneath the plastic. And basically, it has an attachment that allows you to attach things like extra lights. If you need a brighter background, it allows you to attach additional microphones so you have better sound quality. And all video cameras will come with sensors. Okay, they'll come with light sensors, and it will automatically adjust the lighting if you're in bright lighting or dim lighting. There's image stabilization sensors that will give you a better video. All right, I'm going to hop back over to this slide. Okay, let's see. Probably the most important thing and the first thing you're going to use on a video camera is the power and the mode dial. And generally, the power buttons, sometimes it's a button that or a dial that you turn, but in most cases, it's a push button. And they're generally found on the right hand side of the video camera. And there's also a record button. When you tap the record button, it begins to record, and you'll see, a red dot or a red triangle on your screen. And when you stop it, it will go back to green. That's in many cases of video cameras that are used today. Okay, your zoom rocker, which is a lever right here at the top of most video cameras. If you push it one way, it will zoom in. If you push it the other way, it will zoom out. And you have to be really careful when you are using the zoom rocker because if you push it too hard, it's going to zoom in and zoom out too fast and it's not going to look good. So you really have to be careful and take it slow with the zoom rocker when you want to zoom in and zoom out. Okay. All video cameras come with a memory card slot, so you have additional memory, so you can save more video on your camera, save more video clips. We also have the battery pack. The battery pack is almost always found in the back of your video camera. And generally, it's a detachable, rechargeable battery. And it's not a bad idea to have an extra battery so you could switch it out if you are videotaping something lengthy, like some type of ceremony or maybe a basketball game and you're not sure if your battery is going to last. Okay, those are the basic parts of a video camera. I'm going to move on to two types of equipment, a tripod and a dolly. And most of you are familiar with what a tripod is. You've seen them somewhere along the way. But basically, a tripod is a portable three legged platform that supports the weight and maintains the stability of a camera. And that's really important. It's maintaining the stability of the camera. If you are just holding the camera, you're going to get shaky video. It's very hard to hold a video camera for an extended length of time without getting tired arms and you're going to start shaking. So a tripod will prevent unwanted camera movement, it will reduce camera shake, and it will provide stability. And the great thing about tripods is it allows the user to videotape at desired heights. So if you want to do an overhead shot, then extend the legs of the tripod as high as they could go, and you could tilt your camera down. It's a lot better than having to stand on a chair or a table and hold the camera yourself. A dolly, a camera dolly, that's a specialized piece of equipment. It's used in the filmmaking and TV production industry. And basically, it's used to create smooth camera movements. Now, as you can see, the dolly has three legs, just like the tripod. So, a tripod and a dolly are meant to be used together. And basically, you would mount the tripod to the dolly. And you can see there are wheels down here. The wheels allow for movement of the tripod. So let's say that you are videotaping a scene where you want to have kind of a conversational quality. Maybe you want it to seem as if the viewer is walking down the hallway with the person that is in the video. So you could have the camera facing the person, and as the person is walking, they could be having a conversation with the audience through the video camera, and you're moving the dolly and the tripod along as the person is talking. So it really makes for smooth movement, but you have to have a smooth surface. If you're out on gravel or blacktop or a sidewalk, you're not necessarily going to have smooth movement. But if you're indoors, like a gym floor or a school hallway, the floor is going to be a lot smoother and you're going to get smooth movement. Okay, that's all that I have for this week in terms of equipment. There are two key terms that I just want to uh, refresh with you. The viewfinder, that's the small video monitor that allows the camera operator to view the images in the shot. Okay, again, a lot of people forget about this or they don't want to use it because they think that the LCD screen is enough, but many times it's not. So you want to use the both of them together. And autofocus, that's a common feature under the image stabilization on just about all consumer cameras, and it keeps the center of the picture in focus. And sometimes you'll even see the words autofocus flashing often on your screen. Well, I hope this video introduced you to some of the parts of a video camera and you have a better understanding of what they are and how to use them.